Welcome back to Natal B Reefing, and this is an update on, can't really call it an update because you saw it like 2 days ago, but anyway, it's the Waterbox Peninsula something or other, but it's a small guy, basically an nano reef. The last update showed some dramas regarding the little SPS frags that we had, and those guys like the bird's nest and the Possilopora, they didn't make it. I was wondering why, and I was looking into, I thought it was because the temperature was swinging and things, and it turns out that actually what had happened, the reason the temperature was swinging was because this bad boy up here, the AR Nero 3, had for some or other reason got jammed. I don't know why it got jammed, but it basically jammed up and overheated. And then when it overheated, it switched itself off, which I think is like some sort of a self-defense thing. But it overheated, so it heated the water, then it switched itself off, so we had hot water with no circulation, and that was just a recipe for disaster. So that is what happened. Subsequently, I have cleaned it out and got the impeller moving again. I don't really know why it happened. Anyway, now, taking that into account and wondering what on earth I'm gonna do about that in case it happens again, everything else that was in the tank stayed pretty well. So these soft corals here, the mushrooms were really happy. They've been doing really well. The zoas, for most of the part, were also happy and not causing any problems. So what we decided to do is go and get ourselves a few more soft corals and move some things around in the tank. So what you can see now is in the back corner there, we've got the toadstool. It was in the front left side of the peninsula, but because of the way the flow was, it kept blowing it over to the point where the polyps were facing in the wrong direction and you couldn't really see them nicely from the front of the tank or even from the peninsula view of the tank. So we've just stuck it in the corner there, and now the flow is sort of propping it up and it's showing us the surface quite nicely. We then also went and found ourselves some different colors. So here we've got a nice purpley blue soft coral. I'm sure it has a name. I just don't know what it is, but it is a nice healthy guy. It's only been in the tank now for even less than 24 hours. So slowly but surely we can see that the polyps are starting to open at the ends. That was on its own frag, that big. I think that was 40 Australian dollars. And then there's this guy back here. It's even a darker purple blue. Also a soft coral of some sort. Again, only been in the tank a very short while. And we got some, slowly but surely, the polyps are coming out the ends. Very, very slowly, much slower than this one. That one actually came on a rock that had another one on it. So I split the rock and split the coral. And now we've got another little guy out in the front here. So that was 75 Australian dollars. If we look through there, I think we may be able to find the shrimp. He lives in there somewhere. You can just see, I mean, I can see it because I know it's there, but maybe there. There he is. Oh, zoom in. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. Hope you haven't got nauseous. But anyway, he's back there. That little shrimp. And our little urchins are doing well. Oh, there's a very interesting finding here on both of these tanks. So like I told you, I added the little skimmer. The skimmate is blue, right? It's got nothing to do with the color of the light. It's literally blue. And it's happening on both tanks. So here we have our fish only tank and it's blue. Now the only thing I can think of is that maybe what we've got is, I've looked it up online and I think it might be the Formula 2 flakes. So apparently this might make the skimmate turn blue, especially if, like, I mean, this water hasn't been skimmed in years. So I suppose maybe that's what it is, but I'm gonna empty it out and then we'll see how long it keeps going blue. But I'm quite impressed with the skimmer so far. They obviously only like 48 hours in here now. They haven't really dialed themselves in yet. So I don't really expect them to. Anyway, this is what's going on at the moment. We've got a nice soft coral haven. I'm wondering if I should just chuck a bunch of GSP in there. You know what I mean? Just like let it grow like crazy. All around the bottoms, all over the crushed coral at the bottom of the coral fragments. And just let it go nuts and see what happens, you know? But I know once it's in, you know what I mean? Like, so I can't just be taking it out and doing all these things. So I don't know. And then we've got our, where did he go? Yeah. One of 3 little tuxedo urchins. That dude's there. I don't know where the other ones are, but they're around. Oh, there's the other guy there. I think he's got something on him. He's actually got a spark from an old urchin on his back. Anyway, this is a real long video. Sorry about that. If you've watched to the end, thank you. And yep. Thanks for watching.